Alright, y'all, in the background today for Santoilet, if I can reach the phone charger, it's slightly out of reach. If y'all can hear it, as I'm not going to be making her the primary of the thing, but if you hear her in the background, that's Hannah Reloaded stream. She is awesome. A trans creator here on YouTube. She does a variety show who's very different than what I typically do, but still a good one. She's one of the people who inspired me to do what I do. Hopefully that's a compliment, not an insult. I hope she didn't just hear that and cringe. In this particular one, if you happen to hear her, it's Sovereign Citizen Watch. Cataspinda enters the Wise Dome. Delete laws. I'm having trouble reading upside down. Delete laws, pullovers, Cataspinda, and more. Today is their Sovereign Citizen and or Slightly Crazy Watch. Oh, also, y'all, something that Greece is doing better than we are. I've read the headline of the article, so I'll give you more information on it on my "Hey bud, how's it going?" section. But due to the increased heat waves that are hitting Greece, the Grecian government has now sanctioned all business owners, all you capitalist pigs that want to see your workers sweat themselves to death while you're sitting in an air-conditioned office. Yes, you can't do that in Greece legally. So now Greece has mandated work hours, and guess what? They're not allowing you, from what I've read, to work in the heat of the day there now. If your worker so chooses, I guess that's fine, but if they give any indication that their boss made them do it, severe fines that both go to Greece and to the victims' families. So, again y'all, Greece, more freedom than America. Are you surprised? Hello, hello, viewer. I'm happy to see you in. I hope your day's doing well and you are staying cool in this very hot environment. We're coming to you from Georgia, and in this case, we're playing Santo Ileso Saints Row. Just checking in, so wanting to make sure I got all my stuff, and I'm going to get my outfit for the day before we start the game. Wardrobe. And there goes my viewer. See you later, friend. Happy trails, cowboy. Yeah, let's see what else we got. I've worn this shirt for 3 days now. Yeah, we could always go with Kevin's idea. No shirt, more power. And you know what, y'all? I'm going to go ahead and do the crazy thing here. Where is it? Because I know there's a modesty filter. I just don't know where it's at. And for it to be an effective chest tattoo, it'd be nice if we could go with no tank top. I think that's the number. Give me a second, y'all. I've never had to turn the modesty filter on and off from here.
Don't make a lady wait now. Something about this town lights a fire, and you're in the big leagues now. Time to hit the dusty trail. You're in the big leagues now.
Alright. Let's see what I can do. Give me a second. It might be in options. Subtitle. Display settings. Remap and change toggle for controls. Adjust settings for time. Okay, now this is what's confusing me. Because I don't want music muted, but okay, I don't mind open mic. On with the subtitles. On with the name. Let's go ahead and make the subtitles a little bit bigger. And we will do slow, slower, or normal. We'll make on normal. Ambient chat bubbles. That sounds neat. Yeah, sure, why not? I genuinely don't know how to set it, y'all, which makes me sad. My character can't go topless. That's bullshit. Oh well. We'll go as topless as we can go then. We'll go with us a lovely tube top, and we'll remove the rainbow glasses for now. As one, Pride is over. I'll be honest with y'all, I like Pride, and I'm all for it, and I like representing my Pride merch and such. But to be absolutely clear, I don't like this sunglass style. I don't like this type of sunglasses. I don't remember who made them big, but I don't care for them, you know? Part of me thinks it's because, you know, they just don't function as sunglasses. But because I love these, even though they don't really function great as sunglasses either. But none is also a good option. Alright, we'll run with that. I really do like the Western vest, but because I've worn it before, we'll change the color pattern on it again. This time we will go with a nice... There we go. Still really love the hippie style butterfly wings, but we got demon wings now, and I want to edit those colors to make them purer and more like a Saints Row saint. I tell y'all, this is the body I want. This is the body I want for me. So badly. Just look at those ribs. Look at those abs. Look at those hips. Look at those arms. I want this to be me so badly, but with just one tweak to it. Let's fix that haircut, shall we? We went slightly longer. Let's make it just a little bit shorter for the summer vibes. Short unkempt kind of makes him look a bit like the Joker. We're gonna go with this one. It's so professional and tough looking. Hell yeah. Let's go take over this town, shall we, friends? And build a better town for all of our people.
Imported catback exhaust.
You know, I really thought the idols were... I didn't see what they really were. It's okay. We're gonna do our own thing now, and it's gonna be awesome.
Now, let's see what we got to do.
Kev said he found some leads for you. I hope they check out. As much fun as that payday loan car chase thing was, we cannot be doing that every month.
This is the life.
Sorry, I can't come. I gotta go home and wash my
Alrighty.
car.
And where is...
This whole criminal venture thing? I don't know. I kind of thought I'd get my start in something more legit, you know? But don't worry. I'm in. Yes!
Need to make about $100,000 more before I can upgrade my guns another time. Once I can upgrade my guns another time, I should be able to do the last of those rooftop roundups. Just because they... Honestly, I don't think it's the time or the flying that's messing me up. I think it's the fact that I'm having such trouble putting down the guys that are on the rooftop. But with that taken care of, that should finish out the side missions if I can just get something strong enough to do the rest of the rooftops. Oh, then there's that. We got another Etrica to get there. Alrighty, well, I don't see any fun quickie things that we can do right away, so let's go ahead and do another mission.
Hey, just a reminder, we're having our first company meeting in a bit. Don't be late.
Company meeting? Nice euphemism.
Okay,
I'll be right
y'all, when I
there.
tell you I'm not taking the goddamn truck for this one, I mean I'm not taking the goddamn truck for this one. We will do chicken neds before we take that truck. Nothing against the Ridge Lord, it's a fine truck. It's just, it handles like shit, so I don't want it. I want something I can handle. Something I can work with and play with.
I don't know, guys. What do you think?
I feel like there's a lot we're missing.
There is, but it's enough to go on for now.
What about criminals? Don't we kind of need more than 3 if we want to call this thing an empire?
There's 4 of us.
Oh, are you planning on shooting anyone?
After that party, I think I'll stick to metaphorical blood on my hands.
Yeah, that's less useful when people try to kill us. Nina's right. We need more people.
We'll look more legit if we have a home base.
You saying we're not legit already? Oh, I love you, but I'm allergic. Yeah, point taken.
All right, let's brainstorm. What would our place need?
I gotta be able to host some parties and have more than a fucking galley kitchen to work with.
I want to be able to set up a proper garage to work in. I don't think Sergio's gonna be letting me near the forge anytime soon.
That's good. What you got?
I don't know, a ball pit? I'm joking. I'm kind of joking. It needs to be defensible. We pissed off a lot of people, and let's not kid ourselves. They're gonna try to kill us.
You're fun.
Hey, man, just being real.
For me?
Also, I
We need
just
it to
realized
be
how
cheap.
fucking
We don't have a lot
shitty
of
Gator
cash,
Alcatraz
so
is.
we'll
Because for the
probably be looking
record,
at a
beyond
fix-it.
just how shitty it is,
So,
because I already
we need an
realized
open
that, I'm
space for the
fucking human.
interior,
I realize
decent
you
plot of
can't,
land to build the
in good
garage.
conscience, say, yes,
Gotta
I
hold
want to
up in a
feed my enemies to
firefight, and it's gotta be
crocodiles,
dirt cheap.
and not come off as a
I'm not gonna
fucking
lie, it's
crazy
gonna be a bitch
jackass.
finding.
I got it.
Holy shit, we are so good
But,
at
nah,
this.
y'all,
There's an
how
old
childish is
near
that?
Fort
That's
Cullen.
literally the
The
equivalency
sanctuary
to
is
what our
huge.
childish
I can
boss
turn the
character
rectory
just
into a
did.
garage.
Well, maybe.
It's condemned,
We need
so
a
it's
moat
cheap,
with
and
crocodiles
it's got
in
a
it.
fucking
It's like what
graveyard,
every
so we can
12-year-old
stash the
thinks is a
bodies.
defensible thing.
You fucking rock.
Don't,
What are we
I
waiting
don't
for?
know why I'm trying to
Check
talk
this
to
place
anyone to
out.
be a Trump supporter there, but don't use animals as tools. They're living, breathing, beautiful things. And they're our friends.
Let's
I feel
go.
heartbroken
I'll
enough that I
drive.
have to kill and eat pigs on the
Where is this
regular.
church?
Up on 3rd.
But it's
Oh,
like, you
that
know,
place.
we gotta do what we gotta do. There's a difference between that and being jackasses about it. I'm not taking that fucking truck. Fuck that truck. Maybe that's where some of my truck hate comes from, is this game makes trucks not very good. We're taking this. Embrace the ridiculousness, friends. Embrace it and ride with me. Ride, oh, fuck y'all.
Guys, look at
Ride
these
into
pictures.
true
The
anarchy.
architectural details look amazing.
Silliness is the real anarchy, friends. You thought it was dark and bikers, skulls and meth.
I said it was a
Ha!
fixer-upper.
Fooled by the
There's a
system
fine
again.
line between
It's
fixer-upper
actually the
and
wild,
money.
crazy motherfuckers in the
Relax,
fursuits.
the
They're
listing says
giving
it's
out
being
candy
restored
and
by
just
a
randomly
developer,
doing acts of
John
kindness.
John
And
Blunt,
random acts
the real
of
estate
both
king of
positive
Santa
and
Luisa?
negative
See the
vandalism.
fella on all them billboards?
That's the thing about
Why does a
anarchy,
guy with
friends.
that into
It's both.
self-promotion stick with a name like
But
Bland?
above all,
Bland
it's
is no
fucking
Robin
freedom.
Hood, but
Be
he does
free,
restore the place,
comrades.
and we can still get it for cheap.
We have nothing to lose in this world now but our chains.
Assuming the restorations preserve the original
No,
facade.
I
You're not
have,
gonna worry
like, you
about
know,
preservation when I put
shelter,
in my state-of-the-art
animals.
kitchen,
You have
yeah?
things to lose. We have
We
things
can
to lose.
discuss that
But
later.
mostly it's our chains. And if we united together under one real cause, all of us pulling our resources, pulling our strength, I mean, hell, why you think they never... The right will never shut the fuck up about, oh no, the BLM riots burned down whole cities, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They can't name any cities that were burned down, and they never really talk, so much so that I have forgotten. They never really talk about how many city, or the one city where Antifa took over, ran the cops out, and it was a nice little fucking wonderland for about 3 to 4 weeks until they brought the military in. And that was even with, like, other groups trying to come in and put nasty shit in there on them.
That's a lot of heavy equipment for a renovation.
Looks more like a demolition crew.
He's gonna restore this place in the condos.
Not if we do something about it.
And again, see, this is why these games are so
Who
wonderful.
wants to demo?
Because am I
Demo
going to go
crew?
down the road and destroy their little building project? Nah. I wouldn't do that because it would be wrong. People just doing work, all that. But I love to see some little anarchist with nothing to lose, being that our world's burning down and the education system all the way up has failed people. But I'd be upset with them going down there, and again, not destroying the trees, not destroying the land, but just literally destroying every man-made Tinker, Tucker, shitty thing that is in there. I'd say that'd be pretty fucking cool. But I also would never say to do that because, you know, again, one, anything we do has to be done 100% collateral damage free. The only damage can be to property because, you know, the right gets to shoot people and go to jail for 1.5 years and then maybe get arrested if they fuck up again. Otherwise, if you're on the right, you can just take over a building for funsies, you know, as a goof, as a treat. I mean, let's be clear, if you sit down on the foot of your Congress steps and chant Free, Free Palestine, singing the latest Bob Dylan song, guess what? You're going to get arrested, possibly shot. But if you're a right-winger, you can walk into a national park office with rifles and take over the entire place because they don't want you to take your cows through there. You'd think I'd be on the side of the ranchers, don't you? Not those racist cunts. Not when everyone else is saying, no, asshole, that land needs to recover. Science experts, Native Americans, land experts, it wasn't just the U.S. government being, no, this is our land, you're not allowed to come through here. This is literally everyone being like, no, dude, your cows are going to destroy shit that needs to be in place. That they're going to destroy shit and you're not going to pay for any of it. So, no, you can't come through here, find a different route. Well, he and about 5 to 10 of his little hillbilly friends took their rifles and took over the national park. Hey, guess what? They're also never got arrested. Literally got escorted out of there gently by the police, and I do mean that non-sarcastically gently, and made national news. Now one of them's a fucking multi-millionaire because they capitalized on it. So that's what I want y'all to think about whenever you start to get too on your laurels about how great America is and all that shit.
So much for that demolition crew.
You know, I'm not saying America is the worst place in the world. I will say we're one of the few fashy places. I'd say there is a worse place, though. The place where we've got our concentration camp, or had our concentration camp, I'd say they're worse. They're open fascists.
Y'all hang tight.
That they're as bad as we are, but they're willing to help us. Anyone that's willing to help us right now in doing a fascism, they're a little worse than us. But above all else, y'all, part of that reason is just we need to educate ourselves, myself included. For the record, and I feel like I don't say this enough, y'all, because according to the algorithm, self-deprecating humor doesn't go very far because people start thinking, oh no, he's fishing. No, understand, when I call you dipshits dipshits, I am also a dipshit. I am in the dipshit brigade. Sometimes I'm the dipshit brigade leader. And with that, I need to offer up a correction to something that I raged about, possibly on here. Let me just let them speak first.
Then let's get into cell.
After this? Not likely.
It'll shake him down and make him hand it over. The idols used to do stuff like that all the time.
Good call. Kev, you're with me.
Where's Bland even at?
Well, let's ring up the number on all them billboards and find out.
Ah, okay. Teeny tiny hero.
Bland here. One sec. Mr. Mayor, been an honor talking to you.
Sounds like he's at City Hall.
All right, who's this?
Mr. Bland, I'm calling to take that old mission church off of your hands.
Huh? Wait, are you the asshole who just wrecked my demolition site? Listen, fucknut, you set foot on one of my properties again, I'll make sure you can't buy so much as a tool shed in this town.
Well, that was uncalled for.
Let's go take his ass for a little ride.
Now, I needed to issue a little correction. In one of my rants, when I was ranting about the rich fucks who keep buying up our properties here, and don't even live here, they're just buying up this wonderful southern property for sake of renting that shit out to the highest bidder, selling off our good south like a hoe in the night. I hope that translated to as much comedy as I was intending with my anger and not really deprecating sex workers. They're working harder than you are, I'm willing to bet it. But, as I was saying, the thing is while I was deprecating on them, I also mocked that we had those large swashes under the power lines that are unmanned and they aren't doing shit. I was very wrong, y'all. Just because you don't see something doing something in front of you doesn't mean that it's not doing something. Those areas are some of the last areas of wild prairie we have left. Namely being because they're untouched and you have to get through the power company to mow there. So Georgia Pacific, I want to say, it's a GP, it's not Georgia Power. It's across all of the states, but I believe it's Georgia Pacific. They actually have it to where you can you're helpful. Oh, you're helpful. They're helping the environment by growing wild Georgia prairies through there and researching what grows, where it grows, and keeping wild animals like the caterpillar, like the monarch butterfly, like some of our Georgia native wildlife, which I would love to name you, but I'm currently both hands on a controller and I don't have the article in front of me. But it does a whole lot of good shit, y'all. That's what I'm saying. It's not nothing. I called it nothing. That was very much my bad, and I want to give a sincere and a heartfelt apology that I was wrong in that case. And that, yeah, y'all, I'm not 100% accurate. I kind of wish someone in the audience had called me out on that, because I'd feel better about y'all. But y'all, don't be scared to call me on my bullshit. Now, yeah, you come at me with some nonsense like the one Christian viewer did to one day to troll me, and yeah, get ready to get dragged for filth. But if it's like a real, nah, dude, that has a purpose. Oh, well, what is it? I don't know, but look it up, and I'll try to check it out. But I'm going to give that credit to nature reserves and positive vibes way more than I will like mythical, magical bullshit. Because y'all understand, almost any excuse is better than my imaginary friend did it. I would feel like we all should have learned that in elementary school. Then again, I don't know. We've got a lot of stupid shit on the rise. Oh, speaking of which, park employees. That was one of the things I'm going to bring up in the how's it going, buddy, with Forget Me Not later. But, hey y'all, do you know what happens when you cut budgets? Yeah, lots of shit falls by the wayside. Right now, America's facing so many, I mean, it is the Reaganomics, or not Reaganomics, I can't give the evil bastard credit for that one. There was a different Republican evil bastard to this one. but they're starting so many fires, there's no way we can organize enough to put them all out. It's an attack on our country, and I'm willing to say it that way because that's very much what it feels like.
I told you, play hardball. It's fresh.
I mean, just saying, it's America's medical is facing, y'all, you know how the Republicans kept saying over and over, and the liberal idiots kept saying over and over and over, oh, if you make medicine to where everyone can get medical help, the doctors will leave in droves because you're making them do work for nothing. And then amazingly, wow, now the doctors are leaving in droves. Why? Well, because, of course, they aren't getting paid enough, but also, with Medicaid, Medicare, and all the medical functions getting cut across the board, who's going to pay these doctors their $200,000 for an x-ray? $500,000 for not a prostate exam. Prostate exam's fairly inexpensive. A scan, however, well, now you're paying both the doctor who puts the thing in your booty, you're paying the person who looks up your booty while they're examining it, you're having to pay the anesthesiologist if you're particularly nervous about your booty getting poked, or if they have to go and it's a particularly sensitive area, so you're having to, like, you know, it's for a reason. But either way, I'm trying to be cute with it being the prostate exam metaphor here, but there is also several other, like, really life-impending things. If you're for example, your kid's into BMX biking and all that, and because your kid's very dangerous, but he's pretty good at it, or she's pretty good at it, and they seem to be doing great and bonding with their team, and I don't want them to lose that. Well, what would you say if they break their leg and now you got to pay for that for the rest of their life and yours, and they have to pay for it the rest of their life because instead of getting to go to a doctor in a hospital and get the experience that a lot of kids, not me sadly, and kind of happy about it, but lots of kids had the experience of falling out of a tree, getting into a bad scrap at the gym, whatever, and something had to be put in a cast.
Ready to head home?
I
Well,
like the sound of that.
let's just say these kids today ain't gonna have the cast to be put on because they can't go to the doctor for it.
Hashtag take me to church. Hashtag new digs who this.
And with all of our doctors basically being told, oh yeah, you're not gonna get, you're just gonna have to do it out of the kindness of your heart, I guess, because again, they're not giving doctors, oh, here's a way to go through this to get a stipend check from the government. They're not giving, it's just this field that we literally poured people into for 10, 15 years now, because I fell for it. I was a kid in 19, Jesus. I was a kid in 2018 and 2015 and 2017, more or less. I was an adult in body only, and I was working construction, I was working retail, I was working fast food, I was working everywhere I could work that would pay me because I had an almost infinite well of fucking energy. Because I was young and I needed shit. Well, I was told by literally every goddamn body, my family, my teachers, anyone who had fucking 5 minutes to talk to a kid, oh, well, you should go medical, you should go medical, you should go medical, you've got a strong stomach and a high tolerance for pain and bullshit, you should go medical, you should go medical. What did I do, folks? I went fucking medical. I went, and I'm glad I got out when I did. I'm sad that I didn't go for something more solid. If I had gone for nursing or something, I probably would have gone further. But, you know, let's let them talk and we'll continue. I love this character, though, man. I love them. Okay,
Marshall
here we go.
You get the deed?
Yep, we got the dude's whole briefcase.
Let's get inside. You got the keys?
Keys? No, just the briefcase.
No problem. I'm sure I can get in through a window or something and open it up.
Why don't we just break down a door?
Not my door.
Whoa, calm down, Dad.
Do you know how much a door costs? We own this place. We have to pay for that shit.
Also, y'all, let's be clear, as long as we're talking about fun shit in the realm of fantasy, this would never happen IRL. None of these characters have a rich Nepo father. None of them have people in politics. They would not have taken this church this easily. Right now, the full force of every police department in Santo Ileso would be crashing down their door hard. but it's fantasy, so let's suspend our knowledge of what would happen IRL and just have fun with it, eh? But what I was complaining about is everyone had said go medical. And so I took the only route I could without taking on hundreds of thousands of dollars of college debt. I went Job Corps medical. Now, the nursing program was completely filled up, and the computer science program, which I did not want, was completely filled up. But they had two options available. Construction, which I still don't know what the fuck that would have done for me. Can anyone who went through the Job Corps program, specifically Earl C. Clemens, but anywhere really in the Job Corps program, could y'all let me know what construction did for you? Because even the people that were in it were like, oh no, I'm doing this because my dad wants me to take a couple courses in something and then I'll go be a foreman or I'll go learn to be a foreman there. And it's like, I get that part of it. I get your dad's a bricklayer or whatever, you've got the basics of these two, so you want to round out your skill set. We even had a couple kids, 20-somethings in my area, like Chris Vaughn, who, he already had a bachelor's in nursing, bachelor's in pharmaceutical medicine. He was going through the program just as a, hey, the medical office support will help me round out my degrees. So, I mean, you had all sorts. Of course, and this is the darker side of it, you had ones like the fellow that I never knew his actual name, but went by like Cheddar Bob and some other various caricature characters. And yeah, they not bad people, I don't think, but some of them were. Because a couple of them were basically there to recruit young girls into, hey, why don't you come with me and learn how to do the fun sex thing, yeah? Ooh, these city farmers will pay you a high dollar if you let them fuck you. And they basically tricked vulnerable girls into being their escorts, their ladies of the evening. And not all women, by any stretch of the imagination, because a lot of people wouldn't take that shit. We were millennials, remember this. This was the year of girl bosses, and yeah, I might do it, but it's going to be because I want to do it. So, I'm not trying, let me be clear, when I do this, one, this is from my memory of over 20 plus years ago, so by no means do I want you to go and harass or fuck with anybody, even if you're like, oh, fuck yeah, I remember Earl C., I was there, oh shit, that motherfucker. No. Leave these motherfuckers alone. Long ass time ago, you know, leave people business in the past. I'm just saying, a program that was meant to help people because people were inherently lazy and greedy and they wanted this program to turn a profit more than just educate the future of tomorrow, it quickly turned from a system to help very much into one where again, anyone from Earl C. specifically or any Job Corps program that did not directly build a set for Lady Gaga or run records for Diddy, I wonder how that one aged. Or, you know, there's a long list of when they were trying to get you to sign on up at the not unemployment office, it was something else, the labor board office. They had posters in a lot of places, but when they specifically got me to sign up, there was like a long list of, these are our alma maters. And I mean, here's the thing, y'all, they had a bunch of little programs, like they had a pre-military program there for 20-somethings and under. Because again, to get into Job Corps, you had two requirements. You had to be under the age of 25 or over the age of 12. Those are your requirements. After that, you would be put, as soon as you were put into the program, they did a drug screening, full drug screening. And again, it was okay if you didn't pass. I didn't pass. Right before I went, I spent like 3 weeks getting clean, and then got...
Get off our lawn!
My uncle and cousin, of course, being who they is, they got some good weed, wanted to send me off right, so their idea of sending me off right is after I'd spent weeks and weeks making sure that my system was clean so I didn't have to take these extra drug programs. He offered me a big old joint, and y'all, when I tell you, man in the desert who was offered steak and wine, I'll be honest, I give it to the devil. I give in to the devil there. I just, yes please. And I smoked me a fatty and I was happy as shit. I even had me a fucking drink at the airport because, you know what? Job Corps was sending me out on a free ticket, but I didn't like to fly. And in my mind, because of years of being trained by someone who was in the darker parts of the military, not really trained, raised, but raised by someone in the darker parts of the military, I was always taught, if the government or someone sends me there, I'm there for them. I get no personal time, no me. I'm not there for me, I'm there for them. They sponsored it. I'm not saying this is a healthy trait. By all means, do not believe this way. It is a stupid trait. It makes us into slaves. But you can fight your raising. All I can say is that I did the perfect thing to make sure I don't pass on any of these toxic things. I'm not donating to that gene pool, yeah? I might help out by, like, I don't know, if there's a kid watching this somewhere, why are you watching me? Go watch something good for your brain. But on the other end of that, I'll still say, you know, we work together. I try to be community building sort of thing. I don't know what I just completed because I'm still getting shot at. And on very hard, or boss hard. I hate saying boss hard, by the way. That feels so stupid. I feel so stupid every time I type that into the little thing. But I do want to show that, yeah, this is the hard. This is how the game is playing when the game is trying to beat you. This is cranked up to the max. It's why I have to keep checking to make sure my guns get upgraded, and why I have to be very careful about not shooting my friends. But on the bright side, once I get done with this all the way through, and I do intend to do this one all the way through, I will have earned something at the end of it. Something pointless to most, but to me it will be enjoyable. But they make you earn it on boss hard difficulty.
Hell of a housewarming. Guess all that's left to
And
do
I would
is check
highly
out the new
recommend, if you're going to
digs.
play this game for fun, one,
Yeah,
this is a great
okay.
place to start your
Dead
Saints
bodies
Row
notwithstanding,
experience
this
at.
place is pretty great.
Right? There's a lot of potential here. A lot of work to do, but still.
We're actually gonna do this, aren't we?
Goddamn right we are.
Fun little bit of back lore. The original Saints from Saints Row
Wow, at least we've got a cool logo.
was a
I'll
little
take it
bit
off the
different than
whiteboard.
this, and the angel was based on Aisha, who was Johnny
need a
Gat's
name.
girlfriend. But outside of that, this is a good origin point for them.
The Saints. We call ourselves the Saints.
And I gotta say, yeah. That's all I can say to that one, because I feel like if I go any further, I'll be, you know, saying let's go build a criminal empire. But that moment right there, y'all, if I could just have that moment with a group of people that, not y'all, fantasy realm here, you know, this is our time, down here, kind of, I would love to have that moment, just, yeah, this is what we'll call it, too. And mean it, like, be more than just bullshit, be more than just horse shit to steal another 20 bucks off of you so they can go get meth. Sorry, that one hit a little too close to home. Let's climb up. Saints headquarters, the garage and weapon cache are new in your new HQ, the church. I'm gonna have a swig of drink now, and we're gonna change subjects. But we are now done with the apartment, I believe. We can stop in there as it is an HQ point, but we are done with the apartment. Another fun thing, when I played the Rushed game through here and sort of sped run it, I sort of sped run getting here, so I couldn't show you the single greatest thing about getting this particular piece of property. And I will show you in just a moment. I want to do Murder Circus so god dang badly, but we got to get aggressive recruiting first. So, I'm going to show you this trick, and then we're going to go shoot the shit with Eli, I think. Also, we're coming up on the 40-minute mark, call to action. If y'all are watching this from the future, please give me a hand. Just hit that like, hit that subscribe if you're really liking what you see. And hey, if you think I do some good shit or some funny shit and you want to laugh at me and ha-ha at the lefty anarchist, share me with your friends. I'm fine with you coming by. I'd rather not be anybody's lolcow, but I'll burn you back, bitch. We can play. You want to play? Let's play. Either way. Call to action over. Thank y'all very much for hanging out. I have nobody currently hanging out with me, but eventually, anyone who is hanging out, watching me from the future, I very much appreciate y'all. Hope you're having a good day, friend. Remember, community comes first, and through not running into a fence like an idiot flying squirrel, through working together, we can achieve anything. Alone, we are very fragile and very killable. I would not suggest going it alone. Alright, let's go shoot the shit with Eli.
Hey, I've been thinking. Now that the Saints are a real organization, I feel like I should have a better understanding of, you know, all the basic skills involved in day-to-day operations.
You betcha. And that means...
I was hoping you could teach me to shoot.
Oh, sure can do.
Meet me at the old quarry. I set us up a kick-ass practice range.
Okay, it's time for me to really fail at doing this part. Show, why not? But with the sun going down, I think my character would be getting ready to dress a little bit warmer. So, let's go ahead and... we'll go with a lovely little jacket. I like this jacket the best, but we've worn it 3 or 4 times. We will wear it again, but we'll do that at our Murder Circus debut. For now, let's go with a nice plain Jane jacket. Because we are Saints and we rep the Saints at all times, it is going to be a nice dark purple. Get us some lime Joker green going. A little bit lesser. There we go. And I'm fine with the zipper being black. We stand out because we are immortal. In an actual tactical situation, absolutely not. You go for dark characters if you're going to a dark area. Alright, back to it. And since my phone went off just now, if y'all will give me 1 second, I'm gonna go check to make sure that ain't my boss needing something. I hate Facebook. I hate the modern world. I hate AI. Burn it all. Burn it all. The revolution begins now, comrades. Viva, I need to stop. I need to stop before I get in trouble. I'm kidding. For sake of everything, that was a fucking joke. But y'all, my phone binged and I thought, oh God, Mary always sends messages via Messenger. My boss might need me. Let me check. Happy Facts of the Day would like to send you happy facts each day. This is a Facebook message, friend. Would you like to get it? No. Why do you know me? You're not a person. You're a fucking thing from Facebook. The only reason I stay on Messenger is because Mama Pat's on Messenger, Leah's on Messenger, Marky's on Messenger, my fam's on Messenger. The minute they tell me, hey bud, we're getting the fuck off of here, go here instead, or here's my new number, bye, I'm done with Messenger. I have no loyalty for that garbage ass app, nor for the garbage ass people that made it. Meta AI is bad. Muy mal. I probably am saying that bad enough to make my Spanish friends cringe. Y'all, I'm trying my best. Please don't hate us. I know my country's stupid. Some of us are doing our best. Maybe not totality, maybe not in totality, but some of us are really doing our best, y'all. I don't want to be a hateful prick online. I don't want to inspire hate or any of that other bullshit. I just want people to coexist and behave themselves. And that goes for around the world and here. I just don't think we are the ones to fucking police it. And we found a golden truck part. See, even the game's rewarding my kindness. I'm the main character. Also, oh, hello. Also, for the record, just saying, Y'all, part of the problem that Americans have in general, according to several brain scientists, points on the big one keeping up better than the little ones. Points on that. I was not expecting that. I hope that... Oh, the big one got me first. Good fella. Bye. Now, as I was saying, the thing about societies is just this. When the American doctrine started writing books and things like that, I'm talking like old days writers, Mark Twain, things like that, where the rest of the world was focusing more on tales about whole communities, tales of war. Shang Tzu might have been mentioned in The Art of War. But name me 3 other well, I probably shouldn't say that because that's over a 5,000-year empire. I'm putting myself in a box there. But either way, it's other countries' stories focus on working together, cooperation, we all make it. You are a cog in the machine, but hey, brother, without that cog in the machine doesn't run. I heard it, and I hate that it's a fucking Destiny, the video game, not the creepy pedo dude, Sex Pestiny, not him, but Destiny, the video game, with like aliens and combat. I never got to play it, y'all. I missed the Destiny train there. And now that it's associated with Sex Pestiny, I don't see myself being able to get on it. But there is a quote from it that I think Helldivers took over, another one that's on thin ice that might fall into Fashy favorites game area, but I think it's still good, and from what I've seen, I really want to try playing it whenever I get fun money again. Either way, there's a point in there that, and I'm trying to play around with my brain to get it to remember the quote, but the wolf stalks through the forest, and it seems to be alone. But you do not realize that this single wolf holds the strength of the entire pack. At that point, you see these other characters coming out. Because the strength of the wolf is not in the wolf. The strength of the wolf is in their pack. And the strength of the pack is in the wolf. Y'all, this is a very clunky analogy for a very simple process that the military browbeats the fuck into you. Now, I really wish that we could use that method and it be a more practical, friendly, user-friendly method that doesn't break people half the time. But y'all, there's a thing there. And I feel like if we could learn it as a society, it would get us at least back on the world stage as more than a nuisance. And that would be, fuck your individualism. Now, yes, let me be clear. Individually, take your outfits and make them yours. Don't just buy the Walmart jeans. Buy the jeans, grab you a Sharpie, and fucking vandalize your pants. Make them look fucking cool. Make them you. But when you see Grandma struggling to pick up a gallon of water, or a gallon of milk, or a 20-pound bag of Pringles, whatever the fuck Walmart's selling nowadays, also grab that and help her out. Because, y'all, we're living in a very cold world that's slowly heating up. It's quickly becoming a lot more like Hell of a Boss, you know? And not in a good, fun way. In a fucking disgusting way. Sorry, y'all, sorry. I get kind of, I don't know why, but I get kind of emotional when I talk about communities. When I talk about found family. Sorry, y'all. Let's go kill some shit. Fun shooty times for a minute. Let my head get straight. Sorry, y'all. Like I said, it's a real channel, y'all. It's a real channel.
Wow. Eli, you set this range up yourself?
And yeah, men can cry. It's not a sign of weakness. It's just what I don't understand what's causing it. It's causing my sinuses to clog up. That's not a good thing, you know?
I've done some research already.
But I'm fine. It's just,
questions and techniques.
It's community,
That's not
you know?
really how you learn to shoot.
It's us.
Hey, everybody learns differently.
And yeah, it's maybe us versus them sometimes.
Now, the first thing I
But at the
saw in
end
my
of the day,
research
like
was
with the
that
shit going on in
stance.
Texas and in a lot of other
Gotta have a
places,
stance.
So what's a good stance?
I mean,
it's important
like
shit.
this. I can't describe it. I just do it. Watch.
Either way, let's have some fun shoots.
Damn! Yeah, I get it.
Now, I think I know what's causing me such emotional
keep your eyes
upheaval,
open when you
honestly.
shoot.
Sure.
It's the AI
Pretend
thing,
there's a
you
little
know?
white dot
It's the
with
fact
crosshairs
that
on whatever I'm
without
shooting at, and then
Facebook
just aim
there,
for it.
I genuinely
Like
can't
this.
even wish my bestest friend in the whole world a happy birthday on his birthday because I genuinely don't have the headspace to remember dates like that. But the tools that we could use to make our communities better, to pull people together more, instead we use them to fucking sell you a bullshit. I mean, the creators of social media, the creators of YouTube,
Yeah, I get
Facebook,
it.
all of them together,
Oh,
they
and my
want us to
research said
pay
to squeeze
extra
the
and
trigger instead of
ideally
pulling it.
not even
Fuck's the
talk
difference?
to our
There's just
found
a
families or
feel to it.
otherwise.
Look,
It's why, if you're on Facebook, you only see your racist, shitty family members' posts. It's why a family member that I know, that I care about, kind of calling someone out here, I guess, but a family member that I care about that was still out there, and I think is still out there, he was a good fella. But it's like he keeps sending me this nonsensical Trump brain rot shit, and I'm like, dude, he's a fascist. Yeah, but look at this time in Warhol. Was this... Okay, he's a fascist, and now you're starting to sound a bit like a fascist. Nobody belongs anywhere. We don't own shit. What we are is us. We don't own shit. We're just here for a brief minute. Fucking dust in the wind shit, you know? And to spend your time here, what limited time there is, hating on another person just for I'm gonna waste time on one barrel.
You know what? I'm sure I can look up the difference online.
You know what? You shot yourself in the last
Hey, what's up
gunfight
with
we
those
got
trucks?
into, Eli. I don't want to hear it.
Uh,
But
reckon
see,
we're
that
near
shit
one
I
of their
did
black
right
ops
there.
sites.
Trespassers on martial land will be shot.
Grab a gun.
Ah.
This is what we call a target-rich environment.
Oh wait, I just realized I still have a
Do
rocket
break,
launcher.
Eli.
You're fair game now.
I'm gonna let
I
that
want to know why the
slide.
rocket blew up in my face. Why did you betray me,
Right,
gun?
assholes. You're
You were my
training
friend.
exercise.
hey!
You were the
Hey, I got
chosen one.
Good job, pal. See what I mean about the dot thing?
Armed civilians, weapons free! You won't get away with our training secrets!
Easy peasy.
Like I said, it's just a matter of that there isn't much community left out there, and people are getting. Oh, I don't need to run into the fray like that. But people are getting colder and greedier and stupider, and we're hoarding stupider and stupider things. Let's be clear, it's stupid to hoard anything.
Hey, what's up with those trucks?
You're not going to get to
What's
take
up,
it with
Marshal?
you. But beyond
Reckon we're near
that,
one of their black ops sites.
it's y'all. It's one thing like my grandmama did with her fucking jewelry that, again, thank you, meth addiction that my fucking uncle had, but she hoarded fucking Tiffany's jewelry, she hoarded fucking high-end goddamn jewelry, because of that age, whenever her and Dad got into a fight, they wouldn't sit down at the table and talk until Dad brought a bottle of high-end wine and a fucking new piece of jewelry. And if she saw something on sale, didn't matter where it was on sale or if it was on sale or just sale, she did girl math. Now yeah, as a kid I was, wow, that's wasteful and terrible, how could you do that? As an adult I look at it and think, well, Dad, how many good countries did you topple over and fuck over just to give the U.S. one more go and our family a little bit more money? I mean, let's be clear, he never did anything too unspeakable, otherwise I would name and shame, consequences be damned. But he did do some shit that I would consider heinous because he was a cog in the heinous machine, you know? Not that he did it by choice, in fact, there are often times that I caught the old man weeping, probably at the thought of what he had done to some of these good people. Because he was just a poor kid from Pennsylvania, signed up for the military, underage to sign up. You just chained me to you. How dumb does that feel like now? Does that feel like a good decision, friend? If someone's kicking your ass and running away, let them run away.
Get in the car.
But, no, god damn it. But we still gotta answer the shit that has been done in the past. And in his case, the only thing that he would ever tell me about that wasn't like my Uncle Victor sharing stories I'm not going to talk much about Uncle Victor. He was a good guy, but a scary guy. Either way.
You drive. I'll do recovering fire from the
Intense
roof
guy,
deck.
I should say.
Wait, that's not...
But either way, it's one of those. With Dad, he didn't do it because he had this rock on for America. It was because he wanted to take care of his family, and he wanted to take care of everyone he could and get the fuck out of the places he was in. He was on that gumption shit, you know, and that if everyone had the same chance, well, they should just try as hard as he was. And I think it broke him a little when he finally had to realize, well, no, not everyone had the same chance. I mean, yes, we're all here, we all showed up for roll call, but if you showed up for roll call with food in your belly, you had a better chance than he did or any of his classmates. That being said, in his mind, he never comprehended it being like, his family might not have eaten all the time, but they always had a place. So when he found out that whole sections were like, no, they just ain't got no place, they're nomads, I think it fucked him up. When he fucking had to look at the fact that the communication lines he put in behind enemy lines, like a real badass, again, I'm not faulting what he did. That was badass. It's still, if he had just gone home that day, said fuck this, then, well, how many South American governments would have been better off now? And it's the sort of thing you gotta confront, and it's hard for me to confront because I did love my dad with all my heart. He adopted me. To this day, I'll break down a little bit if I think too much about it, so we're not gonna think about it. So, either way, it's just, you know, folks, we are the products of both what we are and where we came from. And the idea of hoarding things to me just seems silly. But at least with certain things, with him, it was classic cars, when he could get that, and then later it became his, like, he kept files. He kept so many files on things. But he hoarded those, and I kind of get that, considering if, again, the terrible person in my family hadn't done the terrible things that they had done, the druggy one in my family, not the military one, then I would have probably been able to find some of that paperwork, and, well, I wouldn't have done with it what he intended. He was thinking we could blackmail, like, you know, various places where Dad kept tabs on. I would likely have not have blackmailed anyone, but I would have done the stupidly honorable thing. Again, I have this break in my brain that I can't explain, but money disgusts me. I like what it'll get me, because we live in a fucking consumer society. I like the food that tastes good that I didn't have to break my back making. I like the easy palatable sodas and such that I don't have to chew fruit pulp in or deal with, well, it's kind of, it'll do. I like things. I'm not going to fault nobody for their special things, but it's like I went through a phase there for a little while when I was collecting Funko Pops, because they were just so goddamn collectible and everywhere, and they were only $5 or $10. And in my little fucking lizard dumb brain, I was like, and then eventually I can turn around when I get as much of them and I get sick of them, and I can flip them and sell them. They never, I've got a box full of Funko Pops and others that are out of the container that I want to decorate with, but I don't want them to get eaten because I like them, and every one that I take out of the container, because they're fucking fragile as Fabergé eggs, gets broken. So it's like, what did I spend almost $80 on? And for the record, I'm not adding anyone, because I know there are some magic users that if y'all have to face that particular dragon, it'll eat you. Okay, I need to go into a little more detail than that. There are some people I know that play Magic the Gathering, and I know for a fact, I know for a fact because I've been to the game shops with them. They have dropped $100 on a tiny piece of cardboard. Not cardboard, but you get what I'm saying. Dropped over $100 on a piece of paper that now I don't believe they're allowed to use in competition anymore. The original Soren Markov card to my Magic the Gathering players. Yeah, back in the day, I knew somebody who dropped $100 on that card from the shop because they wanted it for their commander deck. And I'm not judging them. I mean, hell, I paid $80 for this imaginary plaything that I'm doing right now.
And you pissed off Los
And
Panceros.
do I regret it? At the moment, no. Give it another couple months when I'm looking for, like, you know, food, something like that, and the thrill of the game has faded. Probably a little. I'd much rather live in a society where I could take said game and give it to the library afterwards. That way, somebody else, maybe not a kid, this is not a kid-appropriate game, let's be clear, but maybe a kid, well, actually, who the fuck am I? What the fuck am I saying? This isn't a kid-appropriate game. This shit is happening in an elementary school somewhere, but with less armed people in it. Maybe this is a child-appropriate game nowadays, and I'm living in an old person's fantasy realm. I have become meme, but it's like, you know, I want people to bring back actual community shit. Real shit, you know? Not the bullshit, not the, well, you can come do this, it'll only cost you $60. Just $60 a month, friend, and then you can come join the club. What if they don't got $60, jackhole? How about you just prove to me you're a member of the fucking community and you'll pitch in? That's all I require to be a part of my club. Just be there. When my friend's like, hey dude, we're in an emergency situation and I need your help, be there for them. Jimmy. That's vague enough, that won't hurt nobody but who it's intended to hurt. But yeah, you specifically. If you're Jimmy and you don't know me, not you buddy, you're cool. But yeah, when someone who's helped you so much asks you for a simple fucking favor like a ride or a hand with this and you've agreed, do the thing, dude. It's part of being a community. It's part of helping people. I'm done with the call out to you now, but it's like, yeah, that pisses me off. It's why I go out of my way sometimes with people that it's like, I don't do it for the reward that I know they'll eventually pay me back, because unfortunately in this society, they won't. Alan. Nah, for that one I'll drag him to filth a little bit, because I know that the other one, his roommate, Jesse, who's a good kid in some ways, a true American in others, it's like, guys, for real though, it's just as easy as saying no. Because Jesse, if you're watching my stream, bud, I am very curious as to know why exactly. Is it my southern charm, or is it just the way I sound? Because, dude, the accent's there because of how I grew up. If you want my accent, it's quite simple to get it. Just be outside in the country more. Be less in your room or wherever the fuck it is you stay. That's not a call out of being mean, kid. It's just, you have very highfalutin dreams for somebody who's not with. Okay, this one I'll do another call out for fun. We spilling tea today in Santo Ileso. It's like my cousin, Mr. Military Badass. He started out he was going to go army because they were the only ones going to let him get the gun and kill the people right there in front of him, let him shoot him right in the face. Because he was one of those little psychopaths back in the day. Much like myself, but I grew out of it. He grew up big on the, oh, I'm just angry, I'm going to kill everything. And yeah, I grew out of it. I realized that killing is a stupid fucking thing, and if I can get you on our side, get you to help out more, it would be better than killing you. But for him, it was more about the, nah, I just want to wipe it out and make it go away forever. I mean, childish, but I can kind of get it sometimes. Kids are not, you know. There was one parent there doing their very best, and there was one parent there poisoning the well. That was on me. I died because I thought I was dead. But yeah, with him, it really wanted to be military. Gonna go army because they were gonna let him shoot him in the face. Gonna let him be infantry. He wants to be in the cavalry. All that shit. Then he instead decides, nah, I'm gonna go Marines instead. I want the pomp. I want to be able to be like a panty dropper. His words, not mine. I want to be a panty dropper when I show them my rank and all that. Okay, priorities change, but still under the same umbrella. 2, well, no, I don't. I want to be a military contractor like Big Boss or Solid Snake. And then he just stayed in that route. and now last I checked, he's a security guard somewhere. God help you if you come into his parking lot. Because he's armed to the teeth. He's probably got 3 different large knives on him, 2 different small knives, a boot knife, a punch knife, 2 different guns, and a rifle in his car. He has never once served an honorable cause outside of his own. And to my knowledge, he has never once fired those guns at anything firing back at him. He's a real scourge to the squirrels, though. Ooh, buddy, them squirrels are fucking endangered.
Dreams come true.
And he has gotten into a couple bad scruff fist fights, but he... Okay, one of his claims to fame, apparently, that he was oh so happy to brag about and his father was proud of, is the local drug dealer stiffed him on weed. So he walked into the local drug dealer's house and more or less sock and bopped him several times, slapped him onto his couch, and then left as the drug dealer went to get his gun. And then he and his dad left with the drug dealer asking if he was a R slur. And him saying proudly, he was indeed. So it's like, that was his claim to fame. He did that. Have I ever run into a drug dealer's house and basically skiddly-papped them and then run out calling myself a R slur? No. No, I haven't. Have I gotten into a fist fight that if I didn't get the fuck away from, they would have cracked my skull on the pavement like an egg? Yeah, I've been in one of those. Wasn't fun. Wouldn't recommend it. Drugs are bad, kids. And people that do drugs, while not bad people, while on drugs, should very much be avoided. That's your PSA. Back to the game and back to the fun. Build communities around you. Be safe. Everyone deserves a second chance, maybe even a third chance. But once they show all they're trying to do is hurt you, fucking cut them off like a gangrenous limb. I want somebody out there who's better at writing than me to make a song about that one. Cut that toxic motherfucker off like a gangrenous limb. I'd say that as someone who was toxic enough to be cut off as a gangrenous limb, and I don't blame them. It's like, people be people. Sorry, I'm hitting random buttons looking for the button I need to find. But yeah, it's... Be willing to forgive, but this isn't Steven Universe, kids. That's what I want to go with. Now, let's go with office decor. But real quick before we do that, I'm gonna run to the bathroom, so... way to go, boss. I need a car to sit in. I'm gonna find y'all something classical to listen to while I go to the bathroom. 'Cause that's the final frontier. You're not going there with me, fans. Sorry. Some things should still be private. Why are they making me sick? You know what? Just let's go enjoy the sunrise in Santo Ileso while I go take a pee. Isn't that beautiful? Y'all just enjoy that for a minute. I'll be right back. Get you some of that. Y'all be good. Entertain the good people. Do not chew on the headset. It might be chewy and taste like my sweat at the moment. Do not chew on it. Leave it alone. I'll be right back. I love you all. You did. Getting old sucks. Sitting sucks. How's it going, everybody? We're back. Like I said, the final frontier. I pissed all day, apparently. Sorry about that, y'all. I did not mean to make you wait that long. I had animals not wanting to give me a clear path. Let's go get some decor for the church.
This place
What
has so
up?
much potential. Can't wait to decorate. I've got a list of stuff that'll really complete the vibe, you know?
We ain't exactly got the budget for home decor right now.
No problem. There's a nice cheap way. Come with me to Fort Cullen and I'll show you.
We're about to rob a military
There's a
fort,
bunch
aren't we?
of cool collectibles around town that would look amazing in the church. All we have to do is find a thing we want, snap a picture, and boom. It'll just show up there.
Really? Well, how does that work?
It works.
Yeah, but how?
It just works. Don't overthink it.
Do you know someone with like a 3D printer or something?
I do, actually. Remember Teddy?
Or your ex? The guy with the ponytail?
Other ex-Teddy. The woman with the mohawk.
Huh. How's it going? You need me to clear a path?
No, she's still not. She's waiting inside the bar. No, we'll fix it.
Aw. Yeah. Well, maybe they'll pull through yet. We've got new kittens here at the house, and they might or might not be premature births. They're with their mother, but we're not sure what's happening at the moment. We've got them in the box with her, and I just woke up to find them this morning, you know?
Just take a picture of it. All right, let's head back and see what we got.
You know, if this game actually backfeeds all the little pictures I've snapped, we should have a good number of things.
So, Teddy, she was cool.
She still is. I was thinking maybe next time we do a karaoke night, I'll invite her. Unless she's back with Melissa, of course.
Oh, Melissa.
She has a good heart.
I feel like I'm the Melissa of the group. Working on my personality, y'all. I am working on it. I know I can be problematic, especially when stressed out. I am working on it. Thankfully, with y'all's help. Oh. I thought that was trying to tell me where to park. See, it bugs me that they gave me the Doc's medicine cart and I haven't even done Doc Ketchum's murder circus yet. Put the giant gem rob in there. See, I feel like we should have more collectibles than this, because I have been taking pictures throughout. But just for sake of, we'll go ahead and decorate as Kev wishes. I thought this was going to be the stealing stuff with Nina.
Oh, how about we put the cannon here? Nice. Oh, it's badass. Keep a lookout for the rest of the shit on that list, huh? This place has so much potential.
Saints HQ Collectibles. Find and photograph collectibles to decorate your new HQ. Collectibles app. Browse the complete list of collectibles. Follow the clues to find each one. But yeah, y'all. It's just like, the main reason I hate AI is just that it's It's like the Tyranids from not D&D, Warhammer. It just consumes, and it doesn't even have intention in its consumption. It's just consuming. It wants to put the entire internet into a cup. And I don't like it. And at this point, it's consuming, well, it's all consuming, and it's killing the environment through draining water like it's nothing. It's like, it's all around bad. The Fast and the Furious. I need to upgrade a few things, and I think I need to get some more ammo first for that one. Well, we've been going for about an hour and 16 minutes. I still need to do the litter boxes before the day's up. And then we'll come back for an Assassin's Creed stream. And I still haven't decided which side to take in the Great War. I kind of want to just get it Athens. I kind of just want Athens to win the war because I don't care for Spartans. And then I'm going to take it from Athens after that. I kind of want the people of Greece to win the war. No government after. But I don't know how to do that on an Ubisoft game, and I don't remember what the whole plot line was. So we're probably going to get on there and wander about doing quests until I remember what the hell I was doing. Also definitely killing cultists. So we will probably... Let's see what we can do. Huh. Well, we'll go ahead and re-up our ammo, and then we will come on back. And once we get our ammo reloaded, we will sign off for the day. Let's see if any hijinks ensue on getting to the ammo. It's been fun, y'all.
I could
Like
murder
I said, I
like
feel like we
twice.
had us a deep moment. Or not, I've learned not to... I don't know, I'm trying to open myself up in such a way that I still appear to be relatable and, you know, human to y'all, because I am human like y'all. And it's like, you know, too much of the internet is people trying to be this perfect, polished, posh version of themselves. Same as it's trying to be rich culture. Y'all, I'm not rich. I'm never going to be rich. At this point, I don't even want to be rich. I've seen the way they act with each other. I want no part of it. I want the same thing that most folks want. I want stability. And maybe we can find a way to get that stability together. Either way, y'all be good. We're about to re-up our ammo, and then we'll be signing off for about 30 minutes to an hour. I'm probably going to get me a bite to go do litter boxes, hydrate, get a quick bite to eat, watch a different YouTube video, different headspace sort of thing, you know. And then I'll hop back on here for the Assassin's Creed. And what time is it anyway? Oh, it's only 12 o'clock. We'll hop on for an Assassin's Creed playthrough for a while, and then maybe hop on Minecraft. And if enough people want, and I can make sure no kids are going to watch the stream, I can try to do the forest. I don't know if YouTube's going to take too kindly to the forest, but I would love to videotape a hard playthrough of just doing a deforestation. Taking down the forest. Tree by tree. If you've never seen the game, it could be fun for y'all to see why I set my own goal, because that's another one like Minecraft I've never beaten. Partially because I think I don't get how I'm supposed to beat it. But I have had fun exploring it, and I've been doing a running like thing on my game when I try to play it, that I try to clear the entire forest of trees and everything else. Because in that game, unlike in the real world, none of the animals are affected by the loss of trees. Either way. Y'all be good. Take care of each other. Remember, community comes first. And, you know, survive and endure, folks. It's a jungle out there. Talk to you in a little bit. Bye for now.